Hello, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Ron, and in the last video I put up about a week ago, I showed a transitional effect using Adobe Premiere Pro where my wife had hit a baseball in outer space. And if you missed that, let me show that for you here.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to knock this right out of the park.
This ball is crushed. Man, what a shot.
Okay, so based on the feedback that I got, and thank you to everyone who did leave comments, I appreciate it. It sounds like you're interested in knowing exactly how I shot that footage and how it was edited. So let's jump into Adobe Premiere Pro, and I'm going to show you how that effect was done. Okay, and in order to keep me honest here, I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock, and I'm going to try to make this a quick tutorial for you guys, because I actually went through this once before and it took me over 30 minutes, which it shouldn't take that long to go through, which means I was talking way too much. So let me show you what we got here. I got 3 clips. I've got the first clip of Melissa, basically just pretending to hit the ball, and I'm on my one wheel going down the trail filming with my Canon SL2. So the image stabilization in this, it's okay, but I'll be honest with you, it's actually better with a GoPro Hero 7 Black. Just FYI, I went back and I retested some footage, and it's better on the GoPro. It's more stable on the GoPro, but this will work just fine with your Canon camera or whatever camera you have. The second clip is actually launching the DJI Mavic Air from a similar transition point from where I left off in the previous video on my one wheel. So here I kind of stopped where the pavement is turning this darker color black, and then I kind of pick up the Mavic Air footage in the next spot. And then the last clip is basically just from Google Earth. So this is real easy to capture. What you can do is open your browser in Chrome, go to search for Google Earth, and type in whatever address you want, and you can get this zoom in, zoom out effect just to a screen recording, and you can capture it and use it for your videos as well. So all I'm doing here in the first video is right click, go to show keyframes, go to time remapping, speed, and now let me just make this a little bit larger. Now this line here that was for my volume control is now for speed remapping. So if you raise this bar up or down, you're going to get be able to increase the speed of your video. Now there's a 2-step process to getting this as fast as I want. So what I'm going to do is where Melissa's actually swinging the bat, or at the end of where she's swinging the bat, right about here where she's swinging, I'm going to, let me just open this up a little bit more. I'm going to grab my pen tool. I'm going to put a mark here. Then I'm going to go back to my arrow tool, and I'm going to raise this all the way up to 1000%. Okay, so now the speed of the clip here is normal speed, and then once it transitions to the part where I used my pen tool, it's going to speed it up to 1000%, but as you can see, it's not fast enough yet. All right, so what I'm going to do is open this up a little further, grab the two markers here, and again, the wider you make this, the better. And what you're going to do is grab this, the end of this, I'm not sure what it's called to be honest with you, grab the end of this rotating device, and you're gonna, this allows you to smooth out the transition. So instead of jumping from 0 to 1000, you're jumping on a more gradual rate of speed. So let's show that again. So now it transitions more smoothly from normal speed to the higher speed, and you can adjust these bars to the point at which you want the effect to start and where you want the effect to end. So right here, this looks pretty good as far as where I want it to speed up, but I want it to go a little bit faster than this. So in order to get the speed even faster than the 1000, which is where I brought this line all the way to the top, I'm going to get my razor tool, and I'm going to cut it right here, and then I'm going to right click, I'm using Windows, I'm going to right click on this portion of the clip, and I'm going to go to speed, and I'm going to increase it from 100 to 250. And now the clip is even faster, so now let's look at it one more time. And it's actually off a little bit from where she swings the bat. Let's see here. Could be a little quicker there, but that's pretty good. And then what I'm going to do is the Mavic Air footage that I took, I'm going to bring that in. So it's going to go from this to the Mavic Air footage, and I'm going to do the same thing here. I got to speed this up to match the other clip. So right click, go to show clip keyframes, time remapping, speed. You're going to bring this all the way up to 1,000, which is as high as you can go, and then to match the speed of the other clip, well, let's just look at it before I do that. It's not quite fast enough, so again, right click, come into speed, change it from 100 to 250. That's going to speed it up even further. Look at it again. And that's really your transition. And then I did the same thing with the final clip. Bring it in here. With the final clip, Google Earth, bring that in. Same thing, right click, show clip keyframes, time remapping, speed. Bring this all the way up. And you're going to see how that's, you know, adjust the speeds as you need to. You may, on the last clip, I didn't need to actually do the speed the second time to 250. I kind of left it at 100. So as it goes from the drone shot to the Google Earth, it transitions out. And then all you want to do is grab some nice audio clips. So you get a nice sound effect, you know, the bat or the pretend bat cracking the ball, hitting the ball, and then coming down the trail and then transitioning out. So some nice MP3 files, some whoosh sounds work really, really nice. And that's it. Okay, so I wasn't able to keep this under 2 minutes. It was closer to 7, but it certainly was better than the original file that I was going to, or the original video I was going to use, which was way too long. So to really sell this effect, there's really a couple things that you need to do or key in on, and that's the timing of the video clips to the sound effects. The sound effects really sell it. You can also go in and do some additional things like add an adjustment layer to get all your coloring to look the same between your different camera footage. And I think that's about it. So I hope this was helpful to some folks. If it was, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you're an active subscriber, I do thank you. If you're not an active subscriber, I hope you'll think about subscribing. And until next time, happy flying.